to this lecture number 5, online MS Teams. And today, as per our previous discussions, till lecture 4, we have to decide the topics of your interest in underground coal mining based on the syllabus, whatever we discuss little, and whatever you learned, and I hope you all must have passed the previous semester with introduction to mining and development of mineral deposits or mine development, whatever the name we give throughout India, as far as the syllabus is concerned. Now, I am sharing the slide. Let me know whether my slide is visible or not. Now you must have found, let me know whether my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
If screen is visible, now I am sharing. We have been discussing about many issues of mine development. Of course, as a part of module 1, we have been discussing. And today, as a homework yesterday, you must have identified some of your area of interest. As I told you, my beloved students of underground coal mining, that we go with the learning-based education. And from whatever you learned before, whether it is a simple terminology of underground coal mining related or mine development, you must have already had sufficient knowledge just to have some idea about what are the problems. What are the problems in the industry that is underground coal mining. And now to continue further, let me just go to our slide. Let me make it full screen. Is it visible, my beloved students? The screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir, but it is not
Yes,
full.
sir.
I am making it full screen. Before that, let me take your attendance, because your TA marks are, we are not only just to give technical information, but also responsible to mold you by all means to be a complete man, woman, whatever, right? And be fitting for underground coal mining technology, to learn that and identify the problems in that and trying to know some of the solutions. Now I have taken your attendance and now I am making it full screen. Let me know whether full screen is visible or not. Sometimes there may be, yes, is full screen visible now? I made it full screen, right? So welcome once again. To start with, we have to select the topic of assignment and your interesting area of interest. You must have already identified by this time, within a week generally after explaining, because you must have seen here, I used to write name by name all the students and their area of interest, in which area they are interested to take up the assignment. And that shows how much you understood your previous semester also. Yesterday, our takeaway was what other methods than discussed, yesterday, you know from your previous semester about mind development. And that was your homework. Now anybody can respond who may deserve some TM marks on this. Then we will discuss assignment topic and then we'll continue with our class. Yes, anybody want to say anything? What are other methods than I have given you? Very simple, without reinventing the wheel, without telling what was already covered in the previous semester about development of the deposit, stratified deposit, or opening, entry, primary development. I tried to say that it is in-seam development, horizon development, entries maybe with shaft, inclined shaft, vertical shaft, edits, whatever, inclines. Okay. And then in the development, right? Of course, we are going into more details into the methods. Of course, board and pillar little bit. I have taken you to the latest problems of the industry in India and showed some of these things, including videos and where we designed or it is awaiting you people for the next generation to give innovative designs, understanding the previous semesters, what you learned also. Anybody want to say anything, deserve any TMRs for this number one question? Other than this, what you learned in mind development? Anybody? Otherwise, no problem.
My name
Zero
is
to everybody. Next, let me go next.
sir.
Now we
My
are
name is
going to,
Saswat Tripathi.
yes.
Hello.
What is
Yes,
your
sir.
name?
My name is Saswat Tripathi. And sir,
Saswati.
yes, sir.
Then what you learned more than what just I tried to give a gist of it. That's all, right?
Sir, blast hole raising method.
That's good. I appreciate your interest. Next, anybody else? That's all right, Saswat, right? Yes.
Sir,
Right.
copper mining.
Don't shy if you are telling right or wrong. This is a stage of the student. Of course, throughout the life, we are all students till the last breath. We should learn the best. And even I may also say something wrong sometime to be corrected. So in that way, I am there to correct you, my beloved students, as far as this subject
Sir,
is concerned. Right.
Sir, Longwall mine.
Very good. And your name, please?
Sir, Rashmi Ranjan Khatwal.
Rashmi Ranjan, very nice. So first, whatever he said, I appreciate both. Right, don't worry. Others also know, but they may be feeling shy sometimes, or maybe very after Sankranti, they may be taking rest. Don't worry. It is being recorded, so anybody can see anytime through YouTube throughout your life and other generations' lives also. So here the method was first person told that is something related to metal mining, not underground coal mining. Okay, long hole stoping and other things, where part of it is applicable, of course, and already I have shown you something related to blasting gallery like that. I appreciate both. And long wall mining, of course, it is there. And all those details we will be going through. I was more interested to know from you, my beloved students, on development, right, in the stratified deposit, what you could learn and understand in the previous semester, and so that I need not repeat those things and I can give you the latest problems what our Indian mining community is facing, and then you will come out with the solutions to solve those problems. So that has been our main motto and aim of this education, and I am for it in our National Education Policy 2020. Okay, without going further, now I appreciate both. Now we will discuss, of course, in details later. Assignment topics should be there in a file with CR. So CR, are you having a file with assignment topics? Yes, no? Who is CR? Number one,
No,
number
sir.
two.
No, sir, I don't have. Like I have prepared the
Number
exercise.
one. Who is the CR number one?
Sir, Saswat Tripathi, sir.
Saswat. Now let him not be CR from tomorrow. Who is number two?
Yes, sir. Sir,
What is the name?
Sir, Devi Prasad Rana, sir.
Devi Prasad Rana, you take up this issue. You will be CR number one. Saswat, I don't know if it fit to be CR or not. In a military mission, when you go, I want everybody to be like a military man and woman, right? So that is more so for the mining engineer. We are dealing with the nature. Any problems, we should be able to solve it. Okay, for that you should be attentive enough, punctual, disciplined to the core, and to the truly understanding the nature. That is very, very important. And if that misses means you don't deserve to be CR, Saswat, you should not be. So Devi will be CR number one, and others you decide later. But I am making it simple. Now I am going further. Already I have given you these assignments, and to be decided by the student himself, right? And that's what, for a few minutes, I will take up this exercise. Of course, I will not take so much time, so that you may be facing problem because this type of exercise you must have not done. You must have been accustomed to the school type of education, or education where nobody knows anything and they are given something. But it is not that. It is not that in our institution. Already a lot of information is there. You learn something about it, lot of data, lot of materials, explosion of information is available. And all that should be utilized in the teaching learning process, and you should come up with the solutions for any type of problems. That has been our main aim. And now to continue with that, and here, of course, same lecture number 1, assignments we are deciding. And here already I need not reiterate this, you know what is the importance of this. And this is a 20 marks for this, because it should be very clear. Otherwise, there may be some students who failed in the previous semester because of their are unable to understand, or are feeling shy to correct themselves and going with the bad behavior in discipline, are going with not a punctual way of dealing with the problems like that, which we don't encourage at all. Now, here, this is including the dates I am giving you, my beloved students. Again, reiterating just once. I will not reiterate. Tell again, this is the last time for you, last instruction, my beloved students. Just 20 marks, it will be for quiz 1 and 20 quiz 2, 22nd to. I think this is a wonderful date, 22nd February 2022, all twos and zeros. That's all. That is a 21st day of online class. Then quiz 2, don't worry, we will take best of that, and depending on the COVID. Then this is a topic that we are deciding for this 30 marks. Out of that, on the 25th day online class, that is on 4th March, we will be submitting this in already the format, everything, because I write everything with the date and what has been done, who is doing what. And I told you already, this is only to improve you, my beloved students. Yesterday, who answered, what were the questions, everything is not only recorded in this and YouTube, but it is also recorded in my notebook. Okay, so this is what, and that after submission, in 10 pages in the international journal format. If you have any doubts, of course, 24 hours except sleeping time, I am available to you, my beloved students who are dedicated or who are interested to learn. Nobody can teach to the persons who don't want to learn, and we don't encourage such persons to be the students also in the life. Now, the assignment 2 will be, that is a part of it, 30 marks, and another 30 marks is your assignment 2. From 15th March, you will be presenting on the 30th day of the class for about 6 to 8 minutes. In each class, there may be 3 or 4 students, and rest I am giving the class and you are giving your presentation. This is the way how we go after 30th classes. I mean, up to 10, 15, whatever, depending on the time. And if you have any doubt, of course, you can ask me after 30 minutes. Now, this is the topic that I want. Now we will go by, it is up to you. Now our CR is Devi, right? Devi Prasad. Devi Prasad, you tell me, shall we write the topic here itself, or one by one these students will say, yes, sir, and his area of interest. And the area of interest, first, it need not be the topic or the title of the final topic. Just your area of interest. I am more interested to know your area of interest, because I don't want to create the clones of all finance minister or all prime ministers or all presidents. I want one person to be the safety officer, one person may be the director technical, one person may be CMD in metal mines, one person may be chairman Coal India, right? They have different interests, they have different roles to play based on their interest. That is what is a learning based education means, my beloved students, you must have understood. If not, you can ask me anytime except my sleeping time, okay? Right. So now it is up to you. You decide yourself. The topic is, yes, somebody may be interested in special methods of mining. You may also not have anybody, right? Somebody may be interested in only development related topics, development of deposits. Somebody may be interested in extraction of only thin seams. Somebody may be interested in extraction of thick seams, or in the multiple seams, or in highly inclined seams, or contiguous seams, or seams at depth, or at shallow cover, and to protect the surface, subsidence related support designs, long wall, baby blasting gallery, non-effective width to protect the surface, or stowing methods, so many things like that. We can have hundreds of topics, my beloved students. I hope you understood how to select the topic of your interest. Yes, no.
Yes,
If
sir.
nobody is answering, at least
Yes,
Devi
sir.
should answer me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Devi
Next
Prasad.
class.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Next class, I will provide you
I
the Excel
understood
sheet,
it.
sir.
I understood. We don't postpone anything to next. If you have to breathe, you will breathe now.
Yes,
Otherwise,
yes,
you will
sir.
die.
Yes, sir.
Understand?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
let us go from one. Shall I start from first or from the last? Tell me. Suraj Das is number one. I am writing, and our CR also will write in his notebook that area of interest. And like this, he will do the exercise later. For few people, now we do it. And I can do, I don't want to take so much time on this. This, I am leaving it to you, my beloved students, because you are not the kids in the school learning ABCD. Already you learned up to ABCD up to L. I am teaching you MN, right? So you know up to L. So you should know that. So I am, if any suggestion, I will take up. Otherwise, if you are unable to plan, somebody's plans you should follow. Right. Can anybody suggest? I can take up only for 10 persons here to select the topic, helping how to select the topic. And others will learn from that. And all this list will be available in the next class through your CR. Right? If they are not giving their topic to the CR, then the topic will be induced topic will be given to them, and that may not be of their interest because they will lose their opportunity to be given. Whatever is given to you, you are not utilized or you misuse that, or I should say you are misguided in the life. So nobody can save you other than even God cannot save those who are misguided or like that. I am there to guide you properly, not to misguide. Okay? Right. Tell me from first or from the last, how to start? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I am taking attendance. Say one by one. Say yes, sir, and all. Of course, anyway, I am taking attendance. That will be there, projecting that. Suraj Das. Absent. Otherwise, I am writing it here. You are absent for today. Suraj Das is absent. Now we are going to next. Who is the next man? CR, you call. Call the next man.
Deki.
And you note down who are absent, and I am also noting down, and that will be there on record.
Sir, present,
Next.
sir. Thank you.
What is your interesting topic, Sonam?
Choice of the mind size.
Dori, what is your topic? Area
Choice
of
of-
interest.
Choice of the
What
mind
is
size.
mind size? Very excellent. So this is a way out, because that is a wonderful topic, because many people, they don't know even how to select the size of the mind. Okay, so you note down CR. For Sonam, it is size of the mind. Next. Call the names.
Yangchan Dolkar.
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
Topic. You have to say present and then tell your topic, otherwise they are absent, and we will go
Yes.
further. Should not waste time.
Methods of entry and primary development.
Very good. Entry to the minds.
Yes.
Okay, Devi, continue.
Aditya Krishnan.
Rasan sir, underground coal mining methods.
Very nice. But that is not the topic. This is a total underground coal mining method is. This shows that you are not understood anything or you are absent. Aditya, right? But whatever the person says, you note down. CR. That shows how much awareness they have, how much they understood the previous semester or whatever they could follow, even the syllabus. Right? Okay, next. Go to next. Whatever they say, you note down, then I will correct it later. Right. Angiri Srujan,
Yes, sir.
tell your topic.
Mining system or extraction, sir.
What is that?
अंडरग्राउंड पे माइनिंग करता है ना सर, वो डिगिंग करने का और एक्सट्रैक्ट करने का, उस पे मेरा इंटरेस्ट।
तो इसका मतलब आप डेवलपमेंट ऑफ मिनरल डिपॉजिट पास नहीं हुआ, यू आर ए फेल्यूर कैंडिडेट, यू फेल्ड। What is the meaning of telling like that? You know, in the syllabus, I have given you so many examples now. I need not reiterate the syllabus again. There are hundreds of problems in underground coal mining. Okay, since you are talking about digging and so many things, are you interested in extraction of thick seams, thin seams, inclined seams, flat seams? What is that? Or to protect the surface, or caving method, stowing with fly ash, stowing with paste filling? What you are interested in? Tell fast. Yes, Angadi. Angadi Srujan. Next, go to Ratnesh Kumar. Ratnesh Kumar. Who is next?
सूर्यकांत बारिक ने
Continue.
Present,
I
sir.
need not talk. When I have given instruction once, you should know how to follow it. Again, I need not talk about this. You tell the names, take their attendance, and write their assignment topic and continue. Don't take more than 30 seconds from any student. That itself is very high time. We have to continue with the class.
Yes, sir. Sir, present, sir.
Continue one by one. Don't wait for me.
Secondary development with longwall mining. My topic, sir.
Very nice, very nice.
Okay,
I appreciate him because longwall mining is the future, and students should know more about this. I like it. Right, next. I like everybody. You are all our children. Right. Okay. Next. Continue. Be fast.
सर कितना देर है सर?
Is it clear? Is it clear? Go to next.
सर क्षितिजनाथ बेहरा.
He must be
Yes, sir.
Next.
Sir.
If he is present, he should have responded.
सर कितना प्रेजेंट सर?
Then why you are wasting time? Give your
No,
topic.
sir. Board and pillar mining.
Very good. Right, board and pillar. In that, see your area of interest, then I will be giving you a specific topic later. I will not give longwall mining. I will not give entry to the mine. I will give some topic related to board and pillar. There are hundreds of topics again in board and pillar itself. There are thousands of PhDs, and of course, I can say lakhs of research papers, right? We have done so many things. So many problems are there. So I want to know your area of interest. Very simple from the syllabus. Okay, continue. Be fast.
Next is Shubham Bhargav.
Present,
He is
sir.
absent.
Sir, yes, sir.
Everybody is able to read this. The next man, he should read himself his name and then tell the topic. Otherwise, I consider them as absent. Then we go to the next. Yes, Subham.
Yeah, yes, sir. My name is and I have interest in the board and pillar mining for this for its extraction and development.
No, if you have any specific topic, you tell. Otherwise, a broad topic, board and pillar. Okay, in that board and pillar, your two topics will not be same. You may be given with some continuous seam extraction by board and pillar, and that man may be given with board and pillar in thick seam mines or at depth cover more than 1,000 meters, whatever. Okay. So I want your interest. That's all. Go to the next.
Next is Chandramani Biswal.
Now, Devi, you need not say. Concerned person should say, otherwise you consider them as absent and skip that and go to next.
Hello, sir.
Chandramani is absent. Now go to the next. Sheikh Faisal Haq.
Sir, I am
Jia.
present, sir. Hello.
Yes.
I'm present, sir.
ये जिंदा है तो जल्दी बात करो भाई. What is the
Sorry, sir.
meaning of that? You should. Can't you read this? What is there on the screen? Can't you read your
I-
name?
Yes, sir.
Then
Yes,
you
sir.
read your name and then tell your topic. That's over.
How to develop underground mining and coal.
Whatever he says, write it. Of course, anyway, it is being recorded. Anybody can see later also. But I am also noting down those things. Right. Next.
Sir, Sheikh Faizanul Haq, presence here, sir. Sir, board and pillar.
Next.
Sir, this is Singam.
Anand is absent. Next, Abhay. Abhay also absent. Next, Anand.
Long wall mining.
Sir,
Anand is long wall mining. Note down. Then go to next.
Sir, Rajans Kumar.
I'm
Gathering and
audible, I've
transport.
been saying.
Only
Gathering
one
and
person.
transportation arrangements.
That shows your discipline. We don't
Hello,
encourage
sir.
anything in discipline.
Sir,
Life.
sir, excuse
Sir,
me,
my
sir.
mic was not opening, was not working. I've been saying since a minute. This is Agam
Don't
Jasmani, sir. I just
Don't worry, whose is not working, they should write in the chat box. Understand, Agam? Go
Sir,
next.
both
sir, I
Ratnesh.
unplugged. I unplugged the earphone and I'm speaking with the mobile phone's mic.
Next.
Sir, both Ratnesh and Agam
You
Jaswani,
write
sir,
them
they have
in
network
Next.
connectivity problem.
Those who are facing any problem, they write in the chat box. Otherwise, that will be taken up later by CR. Go to the next. Abhishek.
Sir, I am Abhishek and the choice of mining site.
Very good. Excellent. Next.
Sir, I'm Baliwada Sai Meghna, and I have interest in the broad topic of long wall mining.
Long wall. Very good. Sai madam is a very good topic. Next.
Sir, I'm operating and I'm interested in long wall mining.
Long wall. Very nice. You all should become chairman of Coal India later because long wall will be future. Next. Dhanu.
Sir, I am interested in systematic supporting and protective pillars.
SSR. Systematic support. Next. Savyasachi. Go fast. Now you
Choice of mine
line.
size.
अब तो मिलिट्री मैन वोमेन बन गया. हाँ. Continue. Shakun. Yes, Shakun be absent है. Anvesh. Absent.
Hello, sir. My name is Anvesh Kumar Paningrai, sir. My topic will be stowing and filling method.
Very good. Excellent topic. Stowing, filling. Right. Next. Swaroop.
Hello, sir. This is Swaroop Patnaik, and my topic is production equipment and machinery used during longwall mining.
Excellent. Now I hope you got some idea, right? I need not go further, but here we will take up from the bottom. Deepak, 59. I think what is the number, right? मेरा तो बुड्ढा अंक है. Deepak absent. Deepak. Now I am going from the bottom. Deepak Vaishnav. He is absent. Next from the bottom, Pranav, also absent.
Sir, secondary development in long wall mining, sir.
Very nice. Next, Saurabh Malik. Okay, it's all right. He is also absent. Next is Amitanandan Oja.
Sir, present, sir. Sir, I am interested in strip mining.
Very good, excellent. You write down. Right.
My name is Ashwin. I am interested in long wall mining.
Ayush.
I am interested in long wall mining and its machinery.
You mean Ayush is telling now, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us close this business now. Right. Others now they can decide. And one more thing, I hope you must have understood why I used to say about these things are, suppose if anybody is interested in chicken, if they go to any place, not only guest house, any place, they will be asking for where a good chicken will be available. Similarly, in underground coal mining, if somebody is interested in stowing, somebody interested in entering into the deposit, somebody interested in long wall mining, somebody interested in board and pillar mining, and they will be collecting that information because that is interesting for them. And this is the way how we encourage learning-based education, my beloved students. Now, I hope if you have any doubt, you can ask me after 30 minutes. Okay? We should not take so much time for these.
Time for break. Now we should have break, sir. It's Devi Prasad
So, no, before breaking, I am taking 5 minutes more. Okay? Right. With permission from our CR, Devi. Devi, you permit me for 5 minutes? Right. Okay. After 5 minutes, we will take a break. So already we were discussing about, I hope you must have understood, and you can ask me questions regarding selection of topic also later. I mean, after 5 minutes, because I should continue with something. Already we discussed about board and pillar method and so many things. But any methods, when we learn, right, we should be in a position to understand where that is a best applicable or suitable conditions for their application. And why that is told is because of our previous experiences, not only our experiences, maybe experiences worldwide, universally or internationally, whatever was the performance and other things. Based on that, now the application of board and pillar, I need not say much on that because already you know about it, but this is suitable for flat coal seams up to an inclination of 5 degrees. Of course, with so many variations, we can do so many things that we will be discussing in special methods of mining, right? That is also a variant of board and pillar, maybe a non-effective method, maybe a blasting gallery method, maybe there are so many things, right? But we used to experiment in CMRS maybe 30 years back, whatever, right? It can be a knife edge method, or it can be a white stall mining method. Like that, there are special, so many methods. Some methods we failed, even hydraulic mining for that matter. There are so many things, right? Variants of that. And then generally the thickness, why we say 1.8 to 3 meter is, whatever I have written in the last sentence here, is to say that a person of general height, I mean, like whether it is our Devi Prasad or somebody else or our any madams or anybody, right? So it is a comfortable height, right? Is about 1.8 meter, leaving about our Amitabh Bachchan and somebody else. Don't worry for them, the exceptional things. But that is the reason why a person should comfortably move into that workings, maneuverability of the machinery. And since it is not very much mechanized, even semi-mechanized or total manual mining should be possible. That is the reason why this average thickness of 1.8 to 3 meter was given in the application part of it. And then coming to the moderate depth, it is very simple to say that when depth is more, even the pillar size also should become so much high. So we definitely not go for the board and pillar. And there, when you say there are some advantages and disadvantages of this, of course, here let me have a break so that will be, we go with our learning-based education. Now, Devi, over to you and others. If you have any doubts, let us take up. And then let me take attendance once more. Yes. That doubts may be anything related to assignment, related to whatever you can ask.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have a doubt that
Your
can sir
name
underground coal mining?
Your name should be told first.
Sir, Vishwajit Sahu.
Viswajit Sahu asking question, right? Sahu, Viswajit. Continue.
Sir, can underground coal mining be means extracted coal below rivers?
Excellent question. Then any others? Let me have the questions, then I will answer all that. Any other question?
Hello, sir. This is Swaroop Patnaik.
Swaroop, right? Swaroop Patnaik. Continue.
Sir, I had a doubt regarding the assignment. That sir, suppose sir, while we are reading, we develop an interest in certain other topic apart from the one that we chose today. So can we change to that topic, or like do we have to stick with this particular topic?
Yeah, no problem, no problem. This is with the awareness, whatever you have by this time.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Suppose submitted by 4. I hope you understood everything, right? Or some date was given in that. Okay. So before that, if you found that that is better, suppose there is a Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, a very tasty, everybody says, then you got interest on that. आप थोड़ा टेस्ट करके देख लिया, some topics already you have gone through Google textbooks here and there, you found there is something else better than this. और अच्छा कोर्रमेनु तेलुगु में बोलता है ना, अच्छा मछली मिल गया तो उसको खाना पसंद है तो उसको टॉपिक लेगा. Don't worry for that. अच्छा, any other question at a time I want to answer. ठीक है. हाँ, any other question? Otherwise,
Yes.
shall I say? Yeah.
Sir, one more question. Sir, I am Agam Jaswani. This is regarding the assignment.
Very good.
Sir, I have a
Right.
doubt that there are some topics like choice of mind size. So that is a type of a design parameter for mind, right? So can we take some topics like location of determining the factors, or what are the factors that influence the location of the mind with
Definitely.
such topic?
Definitely, because we pay crores of rupees to CMPDI. We means those who are allotted blocks, mining blocks. They pay crores of rupees just to decide where my shaft should be, where my incline should be, of what size, and based on my production capacity, what should be the width of that shaft, I mean the diameter of the shaft, or width of the incline, and what are the arrangements in the incline itself or in the shaft. There are so many things, right? That is a very good topic, of course. ठीक है, समझ गए आगम?
Sir, thank you.
Very nice. So like that, there are so many problems. If you, one more thing, let me tell you, you will really enjoy it. Now, one more thing is, my beloved students, I encourage our students to learn with pleasure, right? As a part of it, only learning-based education I follow, and I followed since 2006, after 20 years as a scientist and whatever, right? And 2 years as a manager of the mines, assistant manager, in charge, whatever. Okay. So it was nicely accepted by the students, and now those students have become general managers and CEOs in so many companies, so many places in the world, right? So that's why I try to follow it. And if it is not good, then I am ready to change my policy, my system, and adopt a better one. So this is what, very simple. I hope you understood. And that should be with pleasure, I mean. It's all right. So shall I go to...
a question.
Yeah.
Sir,
Any question?
I am Ayush Meher. I have a question that everyone said that about the underground hazard, and say about that open cast no hazard. Is it possible to make more safe for underground coal mining than
Very
open
good
cast?
question. Very good question. Right. So now I think we have 2 questions for me now. Let me answer that. That is more better instead of taking up more, right? Anywhere, anybody can write also later and we can discuss. These 2 questions, what he asked about our Ayush nicely is underground accidents and then open cast accidents. So you must have heard about the latest disaster as a slope failure, which happened in Rajmahal mines, right? That happened on 29th December on 2016. And of course, I was there within a couple of days along with the team. Their lawyers, court and court of law, so many things we did it, right? And there we lost 23 persons buried, and we could not take even 5 dead bodies, and we were working on that, and still we are working on that, right? Now you can say this is a bigger disaster than that or not, but there are many number of accidents which took place because of so many reasons, including till now the largest underground accident which took place in India is, in the disaster I should say, in India is with around 375 persons, right? In Chasnala mines, in BCCL and that side, ISCO, ye sab mein aata hai, right? And where, of course, I was also doing a lot of investigations later in designing methods. So many examples I will be giving you. While telling this, let me also address to the first questions given by our beloved students. Naam bhul gaya, buddha hai na, bhul jata hu beech mein. Right, but it is recorded so anybody can watch it later. Where can we work under the rivers, right? So I will give you so many examples of what we designed, and we worked under Damodar River Valley basin, our coal mines. And you please note down the name, everybody. I mean, whenever somebody asks, I give so many examples of the mines, especially where we conducted some investigations, where I was personally involved as a scientist or as a manager, as an assistant manager, or whatever it is, investigation, or as a high power committee member or international arbitration committee, whatever the committee, disaster committees, right? So I will give the names of that mines also. You please note down so that you can also get some more information through Google books and all those things. Otherwise, you will be interacting later when we discuss about that methods also. So you note down Amlabad mine, AMLABAD. आमला तो आप खाते हैं, अभी तो ठंडा ठंडा मौसम है, ठीक है, उसी का है, तेलुगु में बोलता है, हाँ, आमला तो खाना चाहिए. ओके, सो आमला वो तो हो गया. दैट बैग माइन, Amlabad, that's all very simple to remember. That is a mine. There itself, I am giving you an example where, as a scientist and one of my colleagues, colleague who was working with me as an inspector of mines, we used to go. I am not giving the name, right? We used to go together for investigations, and that is a mine which is worked under Damodar River, and there were some situations that I will explain you later, right? And that is a very unique mine where under Damodar River we worked with single-ended ranging drum shearer, surds. It is not double-ended ranging drum, single drum, and then with link bars and friction props. This is investigations and designs we have done. And there the logic is very simple, my beloved students of underground coal mining, right? This is a river. You just imagine this is a river. Okay, let me make it more. I am withdrawing that sharing. So this is a river. Are you able to see the river? Yes. No?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Under that, this is a Damodar river. Under that, this is your seam. Of course, there are so many seams in that. You know very well in area coalfield, 16, 17, ABCD मिला के तो 20 से ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, right? Inclined seams, where Chasna is also part of it, right? And Amlaved is also very notorious for explosion accident, disasters. You also note down there sometimes so that you will be learning about that later through different courses. Or if any doubt, you can learn from me also. Don't worry. So this is a water flowing, and we are working under this. Now, what is to be done so that this river should not get affected? Very simple. Suppose if there is a simple gallery, now compared to this much of river of 1 kilometer, 500 meter, 800 meter width of the river, and then under this, if I am driving a gallery, I hope you are able to see, it is negligible, 4 meter width of the gallery, it is not going to cause any disturbance up to the surface. Yes or no, my beloved students, underground coal mining,
sir.
right?
Yes.
So if I increase the width, ये width को मैं क्या करूँगा, 4 से 10 मीटर करूँगा, 15, 20, 30, 40. As I am increasing the width, then its effect will be reaching to more and more height into the roof horizon. And when
Even
it
if it's
reaches,
4 meter, sir, then there will be fear of water seeping.
No, nothing will happen. Even when you are making it 4 meter, unless there is some crack developed at the surface, I mean at the wall, I mean at the floor of the river or a pond, whatever it is, there is no question of water coming out. Right. All those with examples, I will explain you how we design, how we work, how international collaborations failed in India, in other countries, all those things I will explain you because I am a part of different international collaborations also. All those I will explain you, my beloved students, with pleasure if you are ready to learn with pleasure, right? Okay. So when very simple to understand, when there is a 4 meter width of the gallery, even that rock, immediate roof rock is so much weak that may take up to some height so that this total 4 meter will be getting filled, right? And by that time, that's what is a capability. That's what is a bulking, right? All these names also you note down whenever I am telling you, right? We have done a lot of studies throughout India in so many mines, capability studies, then bulking, right? And designing the width in such a way that this will not affect on the surface. That is nothing but non-effective width of extraction, NEW, new method of mining, right? New method of mining is non-effective width of extraction. And even white stall mining, some of the names I am giving you, right? So like that, there are so many things. I hope this much you understood. Shall I continue further? Yes, no?
Yes, sir, understood.
Yes.
Very nice. I hope now you started enjoying it. Am I
Yes,
right?
sir. Actually, I have heard a rumor that below Brahmani River I belong to Dhenkanal and I was studying in Talcher. So I heard rumor that below Brahmani River they have excavated all the coal. So there are fear of that river may get collapsed into the earth.
Yeah, excellent. And at least when you yourself said that is a rumor, so we should know what is the truth, what is a false, what is good, what is bad, what is a bad behavior, good behavior, what is bad news, good news, told by whom, bad people are good people, bad paper, good paper, bad book, good book, or bad person written a paper, maybe in the international journal or whatever conference, but that may be a bad things only. So all these things you should know it. I hope you understood, right? Very nice.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now continue further. When we design any method or all those things you may be knowing, but I want to give something more, some more insights into this, right? So advantage, everybody will say very simple, where in a modern, unlike Langwall and other things, we are leaving the solid coal pillars, right, on both sides. So additional support, much support may not be required like Langwall. Langwall requires even 1,500, 1,200 tons of chalk shield supports, right? When we started in 1980s, Langwall mining, and we started, right? That was a time when it was introduced, when I was like you in 1983, my beloved students. And Professor R.D. Singh used to teach me this subject. And I was with him as a very good chela, right? I was doing project with him. And nobody used to dare to go to him to ask that, sir, I will do project under you. Okay, right. Right. So we used to learn at that time that even 200 tons support, 250 tons, Gully Dobson, and there are so many companies. Later, we Indians and then Chinese, we imported, both imported, right? Of course, we love China and Pakistan, everybody, right? Imported from US and other, whatever the places. And later, China started exporting to India, and that's where we were lacking. But there is no faults or no fault of the manufacturers. There are 100 reasons for that. That is a different story in the mining machinery. If you are any doubt, I will discuss later that issues. Now, that why I told that is in Langwall, it requires high capacity supports, artificial supports. But if it is a board and pillar, if the roof and other things are good, even I need not have any support at all. When I was working as an in charge of the machine mining district in the largest mine in southern India, right? I was using support as the immediate roof, you note down, immediate roof support, right? Immediate roof support, that is a freshly exposed roof support. That is up to 9 meter to 10 meter from the working phase is considered as a freshly exposed roof. There are so many reasons why we say all that, right? There, we used to have even roof bolting was also not there at that time, right? In the early 80s, we introduced roof bolting. Otherwise, we were going with only wooden props, cogs, all those things are there, right? Then we were having C clamps. You note down all these names, right? C clamps, and for only short period in the freshly exposed roof, and later no support at all, and we were working safely. These are some, but I don't instruct or I don't recommend in future or now in the present situations of working in highly geologically disturbed situations in the mining, geomining situations to go without support. That is a different story, right? And number two, during development stage, the vast majority of the properties explored. This is a beautiful point in board and pillar because before extracting the total coal, we are exploring the deposit because you are developing it, making some galleries. That is the reason. That advantage is the greatest advantage in board and pillar. And suppose if somewhere you are facing a very big fault or a fault filled with running sand, then what I do is I will close the mine at that stage. I will make that as a boundary, remake the boundary or redefine the boundary and submit to DGMS that my mine size is not that and I am resizing it and changing that, and I will submit related notices and circular whatever, right? This is the way how it helps. Now, if the same thing happens with long wall, then you are losing crores of rupees. Can you imagine how many crores a long wall project costs? Any idea? My beloved students, any idea? How many crores if suppose you want long wall panel? How many crores of rupees? Yes, no? At least somebody should say yes, no, then only I know that my voice is audible.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Very good, nice. That's a good answer. Right. So once upon a time, in 80s, it was only 30-40 crores. Right. That was very high cost. Right. And few lakhs of rupees we used that chalk shield support used to cost. Now one chalk shield support costs more than 1 crore. And the total long wall panel, whatever we are using, whether it is Janjra or in Adriala project, where we are having one of the state-of-art technology through CSIRO and involving so many people in that, it's different countries, right? And it is more than 1,000 crores. Can you imagine that? Right? 800 crores plus, right? So if you have taken a decision to start a long wall and then in between when you started driving, right, at least when it is a retreating long wall, at least you are getting this type of advantage of exploration, reaching up to the total panel. But if it is a long wall advancing, then you must have purchased all that, spent thousands of crores just like that. And when you face some problem which was not noticed in the exploration stage, then you have to stop. Everything will go into the waste and you will be giving to our great Mother Earth. That's all. Okay. So that is a great advantage in board and pillar. Then number 3, method provides flexibility. You know very well already, I told you. If there is a problem, I will stop at that and then make the panel small or my total mine that much. There ends the matter, right? Otherwise, if it is a long wall with 3 kilometers, if I plan, if something happens, lot of problems. That's what we face that music in Kotadi mines. You note down the names, right? Kotadi mines of Eastern Coalfields and Chercha mines of Southeastern Coalfield and so many other mines. I will tell you later. Even Ellandu Collieries, JK5 mine, where we face a lot of problems. And in some mine, GDK 11 incline, whatever I showed, we planned for long wall and we could not introduce and we changed to board and pillar. There are so many things, right? So then last but not the least is the method is usually not associated with high degree of mechanization. You know very well. That means no much mechanization means initial capital all. And in that way, now let me know 5 minutes before Devi. Right now, board and pillar method.
Sir, your voice is breaking and your screen is not visible.
Acha, screen not visible. Let me see.
Sir, it's
No, sir,
going to
visible.
be 8:58, sir.
It's okay. Now you can continue from here. We will continue to tomorrow. Now, any doubts or summary? Meanwhile, I am taking attendance. Yes. Any doubts? I am taking attendance once again. Acha, screen sharing I have not done. You should ask me. Right, don't worry. Now screen is visible. Just a minute only. I will not. Screen is visible now. Yes, no.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is what I was. This is what I was just showing. Not much. We discussed more and showed very less. ठीक है, शो पुट अप कम रहना चाहिए लेकिन ज्ञान ज्यादा रहना चाहिए, my beloved students. ठीक है, whatever. So only this I was showing, which was already there before. So I need not. You have not missed anything if there was a problem in screen share. This is what just I was explaining, and disadvantage I wanted to say, but we'll discuss next class. If you have any doubt, you tell. Otherwise, we'll summarize. But we should not enter into others' classes. What is the time, and then go with that. Devi, what is the time?
Sir, it's going to be 8:59.
So Now I will stop at this stage. I have taken attendance. Now let us go for your summary. If any doubt, 30 seconds or a summary 1 minute, whatever. Who is summarizing today? Let me write here. Today's summary by whom? New slide.
Sir, I can summarize, sir. Suryakant.
Yes, continue. Summary by whom? Tell your name.
Sir, Suryakant Barik.
By Suryakant. अभी भी सूरज निकल रहा है जी, बहुत ठंडा है. ठीक है, चंद्रमा भी कभी-कभी.
Sir, we started discussion with the syllabus and the topics related for our TA assignment. Different topics we selected, and then before the break of 5 minutes, we discussed something about board pillar method and its application, like board pillar method used for flat seams and average height of the board pillar, that is 1.8 to 3 meter as a normal miner can stay. Then we discussed some doubts. Two doubts we discussed, like can we create underground mine below rivers? And second doubt is like hazards of the underground mine, why it is greater or lesser than a open cast mining. Sir, you given an example of a BCCL mine in Charsa mine, where the 375 people's a tragedy has been happened. And then the second question, like why we create, how can we create underground mine below rivers? So you given an example of a Amlabad mines in Damodar Valley River, where the single drums and links part design rods are only used, and below that you worked, and then you shared some experience of you with the Professor R.D. Singh in 1983 about your projects and all.
Very good.
And then after that we discuss some of the means cost differentiations between board pillar method and long well mining, how board pillar method is more advantageous than long well mining, about the cost in 80s, like given you example 30 to 40 crores, and now it's cost for more than 1,000 crores. Then you given some example of quota mines and all. Thank you, sir.
Very excellent. Next time, I think Suryakanta should be number 2 CR. Who are active, they should be CR, right? And who know how to follow the instruction. And that is the reason why when we go for युद्ध के लिए जाने के नहीं बोलूंगा मैं, in a border, then we have a major, right? So 1, then number 2 also will be there. If something happens to number 1, number 2 will take over automatically. Okay, so that much promptness, that much discipline, that much punctuality should be there, so that all these will be carried throughout your life. I can give a number of examples of my students, then who from the student stage, how they are and how they were at that time and they are now, almost same trend continues throughout the life, my beloved students, right? So try to become more punctual, more disciplined, more dedicated, whatever you do, with 100% of your efforts, understanding good, bad, wrong information, right information, and whether it is even the books or the papers when you are reading it. And as rumors, you should not believe, as our rumors that in the summary he could not say. So the rumors may spoil, and we should not give scope for the rumor. Only those who don't have the knowledge will believe the rumor. And I want my students to be knowledgeable so that they cannot believe the rumor and they will not give scope for creating any problems to our underground coal mining when you are taking up in future as underground coal mining engineers. Okay, then all the best. I hope I should stop at this stage. If any further doubt you can ask, otherwise I am stopping. But before stopping,
Sir, please
regarding
share the slides.
Yes.
Sir, please share the slides, sir.
Okay, but all these things will be shared depending on your interest in learning. Okay, otherwise I don't keep. I believe, my beloved students, I believe in the knowledge to flow like a river water, should not be stored in a pond water. Number 1. Number 2, as a chief editor of Indian Mining and Engineering Journal for more than a decade, long back, right? So I still practice that, but Knowledge will be given to only those who deserves the knowledge, only those who are interested to learn, only those who want to follow good practices, good behavior, good in their life, good in their subject. Okay, not to those who are not at all interested to learn and we discourage them. All the best once again. I hope everybody understood. And Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, be a part of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Right. Shall I stop now? Anything else? Anything else? Okay, Jai Hind.
No, sir. Jai Hind,
Jai
sir.
Hind,
Jai
Jai Bharat.
underground mind, sir.
Jai Hind, sir.
COVID-19. And you are there with your parents, my beloved students. You are all just like my children, my daughters and sons, right? So take care of this and take care of your parents. They are living gods, and you are getting such an opportunity to be with the living gods at present instead of staying in the NIT Rourkela campus in this typical COVID-19 period. Okay, then all the best. Take care. I am stopping now. If any doubts, of course, our mail and this is there. Now, I told you already, I'm not in the office for this 1 week. So you can write any doubts in the mail and I can respond immediately. All the best. And my mobile also is having some problem already, I told you. So, of course, that should not hinder our communication system, teaching learning process. All the best once again. Take care. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Stopping recording now and leaving.